Alright fellas, I am super hungry. I saw this on review brah. He reviewed the new Loaded Nacho Cheeseburger. I didn't watch the video, I just saw the title because I don't want my, opinion influenced. So I love Wendy's. It's the best fast food place in terms of it tasting like real food. Alright, let's take a look. Man, the image is nothing like the actual reality of it. Take a look inside. You have some cheese. Some nacho pieces. Okay, it's supposed to have... Let me look it up real quick. Everything's expensive now, yeah. Also, too many calories for this. I think it's like 1,000 for the meal. Spicy chipotle sauce and queso. So let's see. Jalapeno cheddar on the bun. This is not spicy. Yeah, it's very mild. Look, man, I've gotten old and my stomach ain't the old iron cauldron it used to be where I can eat anything. But even this is mild. Mmm. This is pretty okay. The cheddar on the bun actually adds a lot. Get this like slightly cheesy smell on the bread that kind of heightens your perception of the flavor as you bite into it. And then the crunch from the chips. You know what I used to do? Whenever I had like a ham sandwich or peanut butter jelly me mom used to make, she would pack chips there and I would put the chips in between the sandwich, inside the sandwich, so I get a little bit of crunch whenever I bit into it, and this kind of reminds me of that. The sauce is dribbling out. I really like the bun. Yeah, so far it's okay. Like the chipotle sauce, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't like anything, so I'll eat anything, but I feel like it doesn't really go well with the burger. I think I would have preferred more of just a regular cheese sauce. Because, it's not spicy, you might as well, just make it a cheesy burger instead of like a spicy burger. The tomato came out. The lettuce and tomato don't really match. But, I don't really complain. I like everything. Doesn't really quite hit the feeling of eating nachos, but it's pretty good. This bun though is so good. What the heck? Hmm. I got a medium Coke. Boys, fellas, I ain't sleeping tonight. I'm so sensitive to caffeine. It's crazy that this is a medium. This is as big as my head. One thing I've been doing recently is I've been filling the entire cup with ice so that I drink less soda and also waters it down. I also ordered the smallest size possible, so some places don't have a small anymore. Everything's just a medium. I say, if you want to lose weight, I managed to drop, I think 5 pounds that I gained. I have to drop 5 more to hit pretty decent weight for me, but soda has been like the biggest harm. Any beverage that's not 0 calories has been pretty harmful, so. That was pretty good. I feel like the cheese sauce kind of conflicts with the lettuce and the tomato. Yeah, and I like everything. I'll eat anything, but in terms of like how well it goes together, I feel like for this burger, you probably should have left it out. Also, I don't really like the chipotle kind of flavor profile. I feel like it would have been better since it's not spicy at all. You might as well just gone for the texture, like the crunch, and then the warm ooey gooey cheese. And if you wanted to have like a more natural feel, you know, either have the little jalapeno pieces in there if you want a bit of spicy kick in some bites, or just regular melted cheese. I think the standout is the bun. The bun is fantastic. Like the mouthfeel, the smell, the taste, it's all subtly different and delicious. The cheddar on top really I'm looking at a picture of it on my screen right now. It really, yeah, it's really good. But in terms of like my standard Wendy's menu or order, I get like the classic single without cheese. It's just a good old fashioned hamburger and the spicy chicken sandwich, which is pretty okay. But nowadays I prefer Chick-fil-A if I can get it. Okay. The fries are always, you know, decent. I like fries anywhere, bro. Burger King fries, McDonald's, you know. The only thing is I wish they were not salted, and I know if you ask for no salt, they have to make a new batch without salt, so I just take whatever they give me. But it's a little too salty. And some people pour on the salt and then use ketchup. I like using a lot of ketchup sometimes, but yeah, I can just eat it plain. Man. Let me tell you, fellas, food makes me happy. You know, in terms of like things that actually legitimately make me happy. Food in the moment while I'm eating it, I'm always happy. I'm happy to be alive. I get to eat food. It's delicious. That thing is super sad when I think of people that are starving out there. something you need, but I get to eat what I enjoy. And I enjoy most things. I've been eating dumplings for the past 2 weeks, like every day, bruh. I still don't mind. They're delicious dumplings. I ain't sponsored, but I like... The BB Gold stuff is okay. Alright, it's not like top tier or anything, but it's just reliable. I get the little mini dumplings, and I've been eating that every day for the past week or two. I've been pretty decent about keeping my costs low, and I took all the food in the pantry and put it out in front of me, and then I made meal plans based on what I had without spending any money, like Monday through Friday. On the weekends, I ordered out. I think I could have done a lot better spending less money for sure. I think I could have just ate what was in my house the entire month, but food is so good, you gotta go on and try new things every once in a while, you know? Yeah, 710 calories for the burger. That's way too much for me. I need roughly 300 to 500 calories per meal and then 2 meals. So that's it. If I eat more than that, I gain weight. Which is why if I do drink soda, and just be like on the weekends. A can of Coke is like 140 calories. That's like almost half my meal allotment. It's a curse. My body doesn't need that many calories to survive, which is great if I'm starving, if I can't find food, but I love eating food, so I can't eat as much as I want. I don't know why anyone would watch this video. If you made it this far, thank you very much. The microphone is covering my mouth, and that's okay. I'm a little bit shy eating in front of even the camera. I eat super messy and I eat super fast, so I'm a little bit self-conscious when other people are around. So I need a new microphone setup. I don't know how to position it so that it doesn't... It's not in my face, you know, taking up so much of the frame. Because the showcase should be the food. In fact, I don't want to even be on camera, I just want to show off the food. We'll go back to dumplings tomorrow. I have 2 packets of chapaghetti I gotta eat, so I'll eat dumplings for 1 meal, and then chapaghetti for the next. That also reminds me, I think about this all the time. So Binging with Babish made a chapaguri episode where, you know, if you watch the movie Parasite, they eat it there. What he did was he made the noguri, he made the chapaghetti and mixed it together. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the noguri powder into the chapaghetti and mix it up. So it adds a little bit of spicy kick, extra seafood flavor, saltiness. He didn't know that though. I didn't know that either. I mean, I don't blame him. It goes to show that just because you make a video online and you make it look really good and you sound confident doesn't mean you know what you're doing, okay? That's why I intentionally keep my videos crappy. Because I don't want you to think that I'm an expert on anything. I just want you to think I'm some dude on the internet. That's why you should take everything I say with a grain of salt. Honestly, I like making these videos the best when I'm talking to the camera, because I'm just doing nothing. There's no inherent value in this other than you want to watch this for some weird reason. And I'm not trying to act like I'm smart. I'm not trying to act like I have some insight that people need to hear. You know, I've seen a lot of channels. There's usually some older dude, you know, living life in a ranch somewhere, and they're like, I got advice for y'all. You know, just got a slow drawl, acting like he's a super insightful guy. Or I've seen a lot of females who are like, oh, I figured everything out. This is how you should live life and everything. Bro, no one knows what they're talking about, bro. They're just doing it to make money, dude. You think they actually care? Care about you? Oh man, they're making big money doing it. That's why they do it. And so I think the best content is not the ones that look like highly produced and super entertaining. It's more like some dude just made some stupid video and just posted it online to share with his homies. Yeah, that's what YouTube used to be. That's where the best stuff is, because there's no other motive other than to upload something stupid. You know? Nowadays, almost every video, there's always a motive behind it, either to farm views to get money through advertisement, farm views to get that sponsorship and get money, you know, or portray themselves as being better than they really are. Nothing wrong with that inherently, but I feel it every time I watch a video. I'm just like, this feels fake. It feels like I'm being milked for something, time or money, or they're selling me a course. Everyone does that. Even big YouTubers who are really good, like Mark Rober, they have their own course. He has his own merch line. And again, nothing wrong with that, but it's like, there's a reason why the video is made, to sell you stuff, right? Oh, this is sad. So I don't watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips, but I am a fan of how he went from some dude into owning like a really big business with employees, right? I always respected that because it's really hard to do. But sadly, there's been some drama recently where he's been pushing out videos of too quickly with a lot of inaccuracies, and you're posing yourself as someone who's reliable. And that's so sad, you know? Like, it's so sad. You're supposed to be fighting against the dark side, not join them, you know? There are a lot of people who hate Linus, though. Look, man, I don't care about Linus. I don't care about all the channels that are, like, throwing out numbers, like, you know, what about Gamers Nexus or Jay's 2 Cents. There's a lot of channels. They're all good, alright? They're all good. Don't get me wrong. The thing is, like, a benchmark number doesn't really equate to how it feels when you're actually using your PC. So I really get annoyed when people are like, I have this piece of hardware, look at these numbers, and this one's like 30% faster. Bro, what does that even mean when you're playing games, or like when you're doing anything? In fact, people don't even play the latest and greatest games. They're playing League of Legends or Minecraft, bro. Come on, man. I only know a few people who actually need hardware for specific things. Like someone I know is rendering and editing 4K video all the time, so he needs a card with a lot of memory to take advantage of the software. You know, another guy is rendering CGI stuff in Blender all the time, so like advanced hardware would help there. All these people coming out, you know, watching all these channels and poo-pooing hardware that doesn't cost $1,000, but they ain't even using it. So I'm like, this is my test. This is what I mean. I'm gonna blindfold you and then sit you in front of a computer and take the blindfold off, and you can't look at anything that reveals numbers. I want to use it normally, how you normally would, and then you have to tell me after using it for like 30 minutes what the GPU is, the CPU, the motherboard, the RAM, not just how much RAM, but the RAM speeds, you know, what kind of cooling it has, everything, the hard drive, if is it Gen 4 as NVMe SSD or Gen 3, you know? And I want them to tell me if they get one part wrong, you get a shot in the face, so you can shut the hell up. Okay? No one's gonna pass that. You know, it's like the dude who's trying to be like, it's like in One Piece, the guy's like, you know, oh, this wine has all these flavors, I can taste the land. And turns out that he you know, talked to the waiter and arranged it beforehand. It's just Sanji, and it's like, nope, you're wrong, you're an idiot. Yeah, it's just like that. It's like, what? You're a fool, man. And it just annoys me when people talk about hardware numbers and they don't really use it. You know, they can't tell the difference. They're just talking about stuff that doesn't even matter. They literally can't tell the difference if they sit in front of a PC. That's beside the point. I got off on a tangent, but going back to the line situation, yeah, it's sad, man. But the thing is, everyone is like that. You know, most people on YouTube are like that. Sure, there's a few people who aren't like that and haven't completely sold out. But when you're making so much money, and when you need to make money because you're living a lifestyle that is expensive, in terms of like, not just like yourself, but like owning a business, then you're gonna care about the dollar more, how much money you're making. So does that mean like I'm not a sellout? No, I totally would sell out. I mean, why do you think I'm on YouTube in the first place? I like making videos for sure, but eventually I would like to make money. So I'm not, you know, I'm not saying these guys are doing anything wrong inherently. It's just, for me, when I watch content, it just feels super stale because it doesn't feel genuine. So hopefully, people can strike up a balance where obviously you want to make money like it's a job, you know. Everything's expensive nowadays, so I get it. Like, I'm not begrudging anyone trying to make a dollar or making a lot of dollars. If they're doing it, that's awesome, dude. It's hard. It's so hard making it on YouTube or Twitch or any platform. But yeah, I hopefully, if I ever get big in the future, I don't sell out completely and do stuff that I think is totally immoral, like, you know, signing a deal with Kick and then gambling on stream. I don't know. I'm personally against gambling. I think it's dangerous because a lot of people get addicted to it and they spend their money uncontrollably and ruin their lives. And sure, I mean, that person has some responsibility, that for sure. That's never gone. But like, if I introduced him to that problem, I would share some of that responsibility. So I don't know. Anyways, it's a little bit hard because, you know, when you're a small channel and you're trying to grow, you're always thinking about how to get more views. Like, what should I do? Should I change the thumbnail to be more clickbaity? Should I change the title? Like, should I follow trends? Should I, you know, like, use someone else's content, like react to it, or just put it in your video? You know, there's a lot of ethical and moral implications that you face as you're, you know, trying to make content and get bigger. And it's very difficult to stay honest all the time. I think so. Anyone who says it's easy, I think they're delusional or lying to themselves. It's a battle. Also, another bad thing is you're always thinking about content because you're like, oh, this would be good content, or that. Like, you're never in the moment. You're just like, how could I turn this moment into content? And you're always thinking about that. So for me, I kind of try to turn that switch off in my brain and just enjoy the moment. You know, and not everything's content. So anyways, I'm gonna go, but before that, one of the things I'm thinking about is, I don't know, I think content creation is just overall negative in that the platforms and social media and content in general seem to make society worse. Overall, on a large scale, I mean, there's some content that's good, like educational content. Like, my buddy was telling me he was watching how to train dogs online, and that information is free. it's easy to digest, and normally you wouldn't have access to that kind of information. You might have to read a book, and that book might not be good. So there's a lot of good too, for sure. But I think there's a lot more harm in terms of like, I'll just look at society and someone who's obsessed with themselves filming, on their camera for TikTok or YouTube Shorts, or just blogging, or it's just so shallow and self-absorbed and not connected to reality, and everyone's a cloud chaser, and it's all about me. Look at me. I want money. I don't know. Anyways, I like personally, if I can get just a regular job doing anything, I would be fine with deleting all of my channels, and I would keep my Twitch or make a small Discord and invite some friends and just do streams on Discord. Cause I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I don't know. It feels icky sometimes. I mean, just if I got big and I started being able to influence people, I wouldn't want that much power, because I could potentially ruin a lot of lives. I don't want that. I want money though. I want money, but I mean that's kind of the paradox here. How can I make content without an audience but make enough money doing it? That's not possible. It's all based on view count. If it wasn't, that'd be great. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna quit here. Thanks for sticking around for so long. If you didn't watch it, that's fine. If it's not entertaining, that's cool. You can click off. You can dislike whatever you want. But to the people who stuck around, thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know. I'm still figuring stuff out, mostly in terms of like employment and stuff like that. But anyways, good news. I made $20 in the last 30 months. That's the highest I ever hit on YouTube. So whatever I'm doing, the algo is pushing me a little bit. But yeah. Sorry, I'm a believer. I think God blessed me, and it'd be funny if my channel blew up out of nowhere. I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah. You gotta give glory to God. Anyways, peace out, homies.